Okay, we're going to be playing Mega Man Battle Network 3 Blue. I am Kytober. Whoop. The year is 2000X. Oh boy, this is one of my favorite games growing up. I was saying that we have to write a report about this. I've got to pay attention. I may be smart, but I'm not very good at writing reports. Lan, you should pay attention to this. The things we learn may be on a test later on. Look how seriously I is listening. Lan, do you know about the regular system? It's a bit tough to explain, but it's a good thing to know about. The regular system lets you choose one chip as a regular chip. That chip will then always appear in the custom screen when a battle starts. Set a regular chip, open the folder edit screen, and blah blah. What am I doing? Wow, that was long. Anyway. Man, I never thought about commentating on a video before, huh? Oh, jeez. Nah, well, it's not like I'm posting this anywhere. Honestly, I think it's good just to listen to the music for a while, because these games had fantastic music. Land, we've got mail. The number of net crimes has increased in recent years. Please be careful of viruses and evil nobbies. Yeah, the crimes increased because of reasons. Yeah. There we are. I'm gonna talk to everyone starts. Maybe I'll talk more during the battles, but God, I cannot read and talk at the same time. That is not a function of my being. This guy always kind of look like Snape. Basics are vital. Yep, I've saved the world twice by this point, but I guess we can relearn the basics and throw away all of my chips for some reason. Lan, R button, Cyberworld, please, God. Jack me in, please. Oh God, that fucking internet music. That's the shit I do like. Blah, blah, blah. You can select chips that have the same code, numerically, or that are the same type, but not both. Unless, of course, it's the same chip, the same number, or letter, you know. You can select up to 5 chips at a time by clicking a chip in and hitting add. You'll go for a turn without chips, but you'll get more in the custom screen down at the bottom. The numbers here are about damage. Okay, cool. Cans just kind of fire in a straight line in front of you. They take a moment to get off. Mini bomb throws a bomb 3 squares ahead of you, explodes in 1 square. Damaging but hard to hit. Shotgun, pretty instantaneous, hits 1 square behind. V-gun, same thing, but in a V pattern. So I think the best thing to do here, yep, 2 chips. You can blah blah blah. This is your health. This is how many chips you have. This is what's up next. I know. Yeah, you're right, Dex. Custom gauge. When that fills up, you can press L or R to get more chips. And that noise we just heard was a counter hit, where if you attack an enemy just before it strikes, you'll get a bonus. In later games, this was full synchro. In this game, I think it gives you a bug frag or something, or it stuns them. It does something. Oh, here's a fun pattern. We don't need to read this. We'll pay more attention to actual story, but tutorial shit, no one wants to hear that. Anyway. Blah, blah, blah. Use area grab, steal some panels, get more room. Wide sword. Swords are very damaging moves, but, yeah, they only have very limited range. Ooh, actually, we can do it again. So one thing I like doing, especially in this game, area grabbing all the way to the end. And then there's a deck that I like to have as a kid, using some chips that we won't see until the very end, well, post-game, really. That would then only send an attack down the columns that your opponent had available. And if they had all three, it would spread it out a lot and it'd be balanced. But if you managed to get them down to just a single column, it would send, I think, like 40 small attacks their way, which you can then boost with other chips, and my god! It's overpowered. It's very fun. Hopefully this series, potentially, wink wink, will go on long enough to actually get that far. I mean, I do really like these games. I've played through them maybe 4 times or so. So here they're telling us about the add mechanic, which is especially fun because they're using the recover chips as our fodder, which is accurate because recover chips are nearly useless until you get to, like, recover 200 or 300. Like, the recover 10 chips, there's no reason to have it in your folder. Later games had mechanics where you could sacrifice a chip, which was, you know, kind of send it away, in order to get a cool boon, like some kind of soul unison, where you change your form, which is something else we'll be getting into in this game. But that was the only real use for recover chips at that time. What do we want to do? Well, 3 cannons would very well take care of the situation. Shotguns would get close, but not close enough. So we could just sit here, let them come to us, keep firing. You never know when a virus will strike. The answer is all the fucking time. Guy wants to chat after school. Wow, we're all gonna hang out. Let's do it at our homepage. Okay. Don't snap at us. We've saved you from kidnapping multiple times. Excuse me. Beautiful and wonderful. We're gonna write a report about the virus lab and save it on our desk. That's your homework assignment for class tomorrow. Don't forget it, Dex and Lan. I mean, I'm already sort of an expert, but... Alright. You'll be cleaning toilets next week. See you tomorrow. So aside from the music and the graphics looking top-notch and beautiful, the entire overworld is just kind of packed with these fun little bits and bobs. Oh, here's explain what a PET is. That thing in our corner up here. Wait, can I? Yeah. That guy over there is basically our phone for the most part. Sort of like a Tamagotchi. We do everything from it, and that's where Mega Man hangs out. from there we can give him battle chips, which are like the cannons and stuff we saw earlier, and all that. I am explaining everything, even though the only people watching this are probably people who have played this series before, because it is something to talk about and keeps my mouth busy. I'm glad I took notes on our trip to Scilab. Good. I mean, it's a cool place. Wow, he's been doodling Gutsman all over his desk. Nail's desk? Even the legs of this desk are spotless. Are you saying she's tidy, or are you saying something about her legs, bud? Yes, I remember how to use the regular system. Oh my god, we just talked about this. What are the kids doing these days? Let's meet in the park. Okay. The reason I'm going around and kind of checking everything is because a lot of times there is sort of like just junk hidden around. Here it is. Oh. Never mind. It's still a little bit big for her. Yai is very young, but very rich. B. She's one of those prodigy types that kind of got into here early. Okay. Well, it's locked, so students can do it. Anyway, let's jack in here, because even though there was nothing around here now, there's usually one piece of blue mystery data in these kinds of small computers. Mystery data is sort of your random drops. Green mystery data is the common one, and it can have random stuff, anything from money to battle chips to viruses, even, so traps. But blue mystery data always contains, here it is, it always contains the same stuff, and it's usually always something very nice. Ooh, Reg Up 1, that's actually super important. So our regular memory increased by 1 megabyte, which means that oh fuck, really? This is what we're dealing with? Yeah, okay, so down here you see that all of the letters are different. That's because Lan has forgotten everything about net battling since he last did it in the previous game, which I think was like a year ago, canonically. But it's just... You want to have as many kind of Unicode chips as possible, or at least similar chips. That way you don't wind up with this mess where you can only select one battle chip every single turn. If that happens, then you've obviously messed something up. Okay, here we are. This is our result screen. Delete time, how long it took you to do it. Busting level is based on how much you moved around, how many chips you used, how many times you got hit. Whether you've done any sort of like double deletions, killed 2 dudes at once or whatever. And it's, depending on that, is what you get after the end of the battle. Here we got Guard Asterisk, which is, I think people call it Star. The point being is that Star code can be used with any other chips. It's basically just like a get out of jail free card. It's the best code in that regard. And let's actually throw that into our folder right here. The folder here has 30 chips, 30 cards, which we're actually going to organize by code. Wait, okay. So what do we have a lot of? We have a handful of A's because of the cannons, a lot of B's, some D's, J's, good L capacity? Okay, so we're actually going to get rid of these S's here because I don't like the S code. If I had more chips here, I would be replacing the side gun as well, but this guard is fine. What can we equip? Oh man, cannons are 12, so we can't do that. Our regular is that 5 megabytes up there, so we can only, you know, set a regular chip that has said 5 megabytes. Oh god, what's the... Wait, no. Shit, what's the select button on this? No. Oh god. Wait, no. Wait, what did I do? Where'd it go? Well, it's in here somewhere. Okay, here it is. I don't know what the select button is. Hold on. Oh, good, that doesn't show up. Okay. Okay. Basically, I'm just trying to look around here for the controls, which I should have done ahead of time, but I thought I knew what this would be. Point being is clicking that select button right there is what's going to allow us to set it as our regular chip, which means it's always going to appear whenever we start a battle. And what it is basically just kind of you throw up a shield real quick, enemies hit you, and then it sends out a fast shockwave that's going to deal, I think, 60 damage or so. Let me check. Oh, well, it doesn't say here, but I think it's generally 40 to 60, depending on the game. It might be, honestly, just based on whatever the damage you took was, but I highly doubt that. It's usually a greater amount. Hey, what the hell is this, though? This is taking longer than I really should, honestly. It'd be faster if I just Googled this now. Excuse me. Okay, here is select. Or should probably be faster if I just Googled. Okay, EBA button mapping. Like that. Configure. Oh. Okay, so there is potentially a solution here. Okay, here we are. Select should be the backspace key? Why? Yeah, let's change that to the shift key real quick, because what the hell? Alright, there we go. That took way longer than it should have. But here we are. Anyway, now I will have guard, and let's save. S13 Mogo. 0 megachips, 0 gigachips. Boy howdy. 0 Zenny, 0 bug frags. Man, my mom does not love me. Yeah, figuring out controls, that's some good dead air right there. Anyway, let's show off this, because I do want another guard chip. Oh, here, Candums. Okay, these are fun boys. Oh, but I could add... And... I'd rather just do this, even if I'm not going to use it. Anyway, here. Okay, yeah, so it does do a straight up 40. Cool, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna save that real quick. It does do 40 damage and a very fast shockwave, which isn't based on how much damage you take. Oh man, these early game enemies, they only do like 10 damage per hit. If they did a solid 40 damage per hit, yeah, you would die very quickly. Okay, 100 Zenny. Not great, because we didn't have the best selection. If we can find a bunch of Mets, then we will get a good selection. Okay, 2 Mets and a can dump. Okay, this can work. This can work. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Oh, okay, this works actually pretty well. So we're gonna do this. Whoop. There we go. Good busting, 9 ranks. Shockwave D. Okay, so instead of the regular kind of guard stuff that we had going on here, Shockwave is just a Shockwave by itself. No defense necessary, however. I do enjoy having such defense. There we are. It does more damage. I do like having the defense because it means, you know, get out of attack free. Oh boy, there's gonna be so much cool stuff that we learn. I'm really looking forward to this. This is gonna be good. Anyway, yes, so if we press the L button, let's try to get there first, for a change. Unlike me, Lan is a very tardy person, and I just walked into the same room. Whoop. Let's talk to everyone first. See ya. Binge. Everyone's telling us to go home. Okay, so they're mentioning this thing about a light-absorbing umbrella, which I think may have been designed for vampires, but I think it's foreshadowing, mostly. Group 1 is assigned cleanup duty every day. Oh, well. Oh, well, you broke it. See, now I was sure that one of these little bookshelves here actually contained... I was sure that one of those actually contained a chip. Now, frankly, one of these should very well contain a chip. It's all going to just give us the same stuff here. But, you know, if it wasn't being a bench right now, it would be giving us a chip. I swear, there is stuff hidden around here. It's just they're not, you know... Oh, this girl's lonely. That's sad. There normally is stuff hidden around here, but for some reason, they're not letting us have any. Go straight home now. Why is she being so mean? Like, she's normally like a very nice person, but she's been very kind of standoffish and mean to us this time. Well, let's go to the meeting place. I don't want to go through those doors, man. Anyway, here's the park. Do you have a virus busting? Yes. I want to show off what I learned. Here's Higsby's. This store is closed. I hope it opens soon. I want some new chips. Me too, kid. You're lucky your house is close to school. With a blue roof, right? Wow, this kid knows where all of us live. Alright, Chrome Dome. I have to take the metro line to school. Cool. Anyway, so this is Yai's house. It's a giant fucking mansion. Here's a house of someone who doesn't want us to open their house. Oh wait, let's find one with a door. Oh, this guy. Oh, Subchip? There we go. I am interested. So this shit that he's got right here, Mini Energy is going to restore, I think, 50 to 100... 50 HP. Okay. Good early game, completely worthless after that. Sneak Run lets you... It's like a repel from Pokemon. Pretty good. Lock enemy, or locate enemy. You'll end up fighting the same virus multiple times in a row. That way, if you're trying to grind out chips or other assorted enemies, you'll be able to more easily encounter them. But it's so expensive, and it's not like I want to encounter more dudes. Okay, here's Yai's house. Or, not Yai. Males. Meh, pets are healthy, eh? Meh. Oh, this person, I think. What's locked from the inside? No salespeople! Jacking in means you plug your PET into electronics. Send your navy to the side world. Yep, she's telling us this tutorial even though we've had that explicit tutorial already, and I guess it's in case we forget. Everyone's here. Oh, well. Anyway, here's the elephant slide and the jungle gym, and you saw the skull statue in the background there before. Landmarks of AC/DC Town. Which definitely sounds like the band, but it's named after the electronical currents. My schedule's pretty much open. Everyone here is named after some kind of electronical junk. Lamb, mail, Dex. I don't know. Are you elementary school students? Sorry if I'm intruding on something, partner. I'm a producer for DNN, the Density News Network. The TV station? Are you gonna make me a TV star or something? Good job, Yai. I knew this day would come, but even still I need a little time to prepare myself. Right, anyway, if I must continue. We're sponsoring a competition to find the top net battler. It's called the N1 Grand Prix. The preliminaries are being held in AC/DC Square today. Why don't y'all give it a shot? In the preliminaries, why are you all confused? Like, everyone but Yai here is a competent net battler. You mean I haven't been scouted? No, actually you have. Huh? Could be your first step to stardom. Well, look at the time. Registration will start soon, so if you're interested, you must jack in and go to AC/DC Square. Ciao. There's Gutsman. I always thought he looked like he had cheese on his head. Let's go. By the way, if anyone's in the Twitch chat right now, I must apologize, I can't see it. My second screen is very small and I only have room for Discord and OBS. I'm gonna go home and jack in. See you guys in the square. So the squares that they're talking about aren't here, you know, this park right here. They're talking about the internet. What is a squirrel doing in a pond? Another game you can jack into the squirrel. Here's the elephant slide. You know, I'm really kind of disappointed. There's usually like a bunch of cool junk in here. Like, normally whenever you check any of these objects, like, they have junk in them that you can just get, like, for a nice little free chip. So it's kind of disappointing. Anyway, here's our doghouse. It barks like a dog. That's our security system. Which is why people get frequently kidnapped. I think people have realized we don't actually own a dog by now. This guy's gonna bark at me? I make a noise like a dog barking. Usually I just play bird songs. That's good. These are the programs. I like them a lot. They're fun. I feel kind of bad about it. Aw. Here's another blue mystery data. Barrier L. Okay, that's actually fine. Especially because we can replace one of our crappy recovers. Recover L, Shockwave D. What's a chip code that we don't actually like? Because we have a good amount of L's. These J's are kind of crappy. And I want to get rid of these A's, but they synergize with the cannons right now. So I think we'll keep them. Let's get rid of a J. That way we just have a little bit more uniformity. Anyway, that should be the only one in here. But I also want to see what kind of enemies we can fight. Okay, so here we have the introduction of panel types. As you can see, we have our normal panels, which everyone's standing on right now, but those cracked panels will disappear after you step on them once. They come back after a short time, so you're not totally screwed if it breaks, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, so here we go. Let's do this real quick. See, that's some good shit right there. That's the shit that I do like. And I could get some new chips, or I could just do that. See? That star right there means because we got a counter hit, we get a bonus thing, which is a bug frag right here. Heck yeah. Cannon D. Okay. We have A, B, and D. We do not have Cannon C. 4 chips of the same type. Okay, yeah, we have the 2 Bs here and the 2 As. So no reason to get D yet. Wink. Anyway, bug frags are going to be a currency that we're going to use later on for certain merchants and certain traders. You need, I think it's 100 bug frags by the end of the game just for some cool bonus stuff. Oh boy. And believe you me, it is something else. Oh. Okay, yeah, it's the shockwave, does not go over broken panels, which makes sense. Anyway, let's get rid of one of those other shotguns. Cool. I save a lot, by the way. I was kind of hoping that would be a double deletion right there, which would have gotten us probably another guard, which would have been great, alas. See how many chips you can get in your library. The answer is going to be a lot. Welcome home. How's the new Scilab? A cake. Here's our oven. It's usually on fire. For some reason, most of the games begin with something going horribly wrong with your oven, and it breaking to some degree. Aw, sentimental value in anything we own here? That's cute. Anyway, here's our room. You got mail. It's probably just going to be telling us about the preliminaries. Oh, here we are. Prelims have started. I'm going to go without you. Hurry and come to ACDC Square. The squares they're talking about are internet squares, which has that beautiful music that we heard earlier. Mega cubes? I have no idea what that's referencing. I honestly have no idea what that's trying to say. It's a little early to go to bed, huh? Bookshelf. Comics and picture books. Oh, looks like Mom's gone through it again. You know I. Anyway, so here's a picture of our favorite soccer player, I guess, which is hopefully not Bomball. Bell Network 4 joke. You can pose these cool figurines. So these figurines are posed like Mega Man and a very pixelated version of a specific thing that we will be learning about later. Boy howdy. I'm talking like I don't want to spoil things, but again, you've probably seen this or played this game yourself before, so I don't know why I'm beating around the bush. Just for fun, I guess. Anyway, here's our computer. You can often jack into the internet. Lan likes soccer. I don't know why. He's never really shown playing or enjoying soccer in anything else, but he has a lot of soccer stuff, like everywhere. This is our homepage right now. It's pretty barren. I think it's gonna get filled up. I can't remember. Oh dear. And here's our beautiful internet, which I think is a wonderful design, which we did not get in later games. This is ACDC area. Every location in the world has an associated network. Oh, here's a World 3 door. We will not be able to open that until way later, and that purple mystery area down there can only be opened with an unlocker subchip, which costs 4,000 zenny, which is very expensive. Oh, blue. Mini energy. Okay, so now we have a way to heal. And when I say way to heal, what I'm really talking about here... oh, is this gonna work? Oh, that might not work. Okay, let's try this. When I say way to heal, were we to get hit, we would not recover after the battle. Oh, cool! Anyway, we would not recover after the battle, which is a change made in Battle Network 2. Battle Network 1 actually had it so that you fully healed after every single battle, so there was no need for any sort of healing. You just kind of were good to go. That changed, which, you know, is kind of like a sad change, in a way, because it's like, oh man, I liked having full health. But cool trade-off, Battle Network 1 had it so that you could only run away from a fight with a chip. Here you can just do it by pressing the R button, or maybe the L button? One of the shoulder buttons while you are in the fight. I think it's the left. Yeah, I think it's the left button. Yum yum yum. Main Street. And then you can try and run from the fight that way, but man, tying it to a chip? That was a terrible thing. That's a Steam overlay. There it is. Okay. Anyway. I do want to test out if this thing will allow me to... Nope. Yeah, okay, so that was the thing. The guard, because it is... Even though it's a fixed amount of damage, it does not have an associated damage value. It's not actually going to let us increase its abilities with plus attack chips. Joy. Yep, higher levels get you better things. This guy's walking back and forth because he likes random encounters. I will say again, this music is beautiful. I didn't appreciate it when I was younger, but looking back, my god. Oh, there's a chip shop nearby. Well, not that way. Down here somewhere, I guess. Okay, here we go. And if I just stand here, I can just let them come to me. Blessing level 9, another Shockwave D, and I'm actually going to put that in the folder right now to replace that last J. Here we are. 500 Zenny. Oh boy. Oh, there's Gutsman. So we're not actually going to talk to him right now. We're going to go over here. Ooh. Green. 300 gold. Blue. Copy damage. Okay, that's an interesting chip. So what the copy damage does is it puts out a ring in front of you. I think it shoots it. And the enemy that is circled within that ring takes the same damage as any other enemy that you attack. So it's certainly a very interesting chip. I personally don't have very much use for it outside of some very late game things. And even then I never really look at it. Oh man, look at all this really cool stuff you got going on here, huh? Okay, this will be fun. Oh, whoop! I fucked that one up. Fucked that one right up. Oh no! Oh no! Now I'm getting a bad rank. I could have gotten a good rank, but I got greedy and I tried to get a sweet double counter. Oh no! Now I'm gonna look bad. Oh, that's a 5. Oh, that's 100 gold. Ooh, that's not very good. Anyway, Gutsman. Everyone else has started the preliminaries, you're behind, you're late. Okay, here's our merchant. Med trader. HP memory, we are 1,000 gold away. We're gonna go buy that. R button. 20 HP. So these are decent. Okay, this area grab, very good. I actually kind of want that. Actually, did he have anything else? Okay, no, just the dash C. Anyway, so we want the HP memories because they increase our maximum hit points by 20, which is really good, actually. You're basically going to be going through the whole game buying as many of those as you possibly can. Okay, let's do this. Oh, nope, that was the mistake. Anyway. Is that money? Okay, that was money. So there's some blue stuff there, which I want. We're going to be going through this area so many times that it's honestly not even worth it to go do this, but I'm going to anyway. Yeah, let's do... See, isn't it nice being able to select more than one thing? I could have actually just hit that again instead of getting a 9. I would have gotten an S, which is the best rank. But also, if I had gotten an S, I probably wouldn't have gotten money, which I desperately need now. Speaking of, thank you very much, game. See, we've completely replenished our stock. We only need 2,000 more to get that next HP memory. Okay. Oh, it's green. 300. Wow, the game is now giving us money, which is very appreciated. Damn. Alright, let's do this. S rank. Cannon C? Okay, I guess we're gonna do this right now, then. Okay, alright. What's a chip code I don't like? I don't like these mini-bombs, but they are Bs. I don't need these pan-outs. They're not really necessary to me. These... Hold on. Oh, range by code. D is good. L is good. This will be our only C chip, so that's kind of the trade-off. Oh wait, we can only have 4 of a kind, so we need to actually get rid of something. Let's get rid of this A. That way, at least, you know, when we have all this bullshit here, it's gonna be, you know, pretty good. Anyway, so now that we have ABC, we're gonna see some cool stuff. I'll actually try to show that off next time it's kind of appropriate. If we start with 2 of them, I'll draw out the battle to get that far, but until then, yeah, no. Okay, here's the AC/DC square. Oh wait, no, it's not. Oh, okay, so here's the, like, the stuff that we were looking at before? Yay, it's small and cute, just like in the real world. Okay, there is Cannon C right there. However, everything else we have sucks. So let's do this. Those bunnies suck. I don't like them. Another shockwave. And a bug frag. 5 bug frags already. We're doing pretty well for ourselves. Longsword E, that's pretty good. Okay, I already talked to you. Go down the hill. The hill he's talking about is the one right over there, but we want to go talk to Roll first, which is Male's Navi. She's cute. Everyone likes her. And she has a chip that's very useful. Whoop. There's a green thing over there. Let's go get that. Well, you know what? Let's be true to my word. And add some stuff in. And now I'm just going to be dodging some dudes for a while. You know, I don't know why I'm collecting chips. Anyway, by doing this kind of add thing here, oh man, really? It's just gonna be buried in there? Actually, that pan out would have been useful. Oh, it's in here somewhere. Believe you me. Okay. We'll get to it. We're actually gonna run out of chips before this shows up, I think. I'm actually gonna kill 2 of these dudes. Nope, not the one we needed. Amazing. Outstanding. Yeah. Let's do this. So I'm just gonna kill him down to the 1 because I think the thing I'm trying to show off is just a single hit attack anyway. Come on. Here we are. A, B, C, D. Now if we had Cannon E, we would be able to fully complete this. But what we're showing off here is a program advance, which is when you have chips of the same type in different codes, they oftentimes lead to a program advance, which is a advanced technique. So ABC makes Z Cannon 1. Z Cannon 1... Oh, so it is this one. Okay, so it's still this one right now. Z Cannon 1 basically gives you 5 seconds of complete invulnerability, and you have infinite cannons. So yeah, that was a really terrible busting rank because it took so long to show that off. But worth it? Not really. I was kind of hoping it would be Giga Cannon, which I believe was introduced in this game, but I could be wrong. Giga Cannon is effectively the same thing, where instead of getting what we saw there, which is frankly disappointing, I might actually switch that out because it's really not worth it. Instead of getting that, what you end up getting instead is a very large cannon that does like 400 damage. It's very powerful and very good. I like that one. I'm not a huge fan of the one that we just saw. Battle Network 1, all of the program advances were basically like what we just saw there. Not great. Okay, let's do this. Step 1 area grab. Alright, cool. Oh man. Question is, how long is this going to be? I would say I might stop it at like an hour, just so I can refresh everything. I don't know what that's going to entail. It's already going to be a very large video file. That's what it's going to be. Okay, here we are, merchants. Anyway, where we are now is the AC/DC square. Okay, that's actually super useful! Let's take... Infinite? Yeah. Okay. I didn't realize that was there. Okay, yeah, so I just spent all my money on those chips, because those are really good! So Invis is perhaps the most useful chip in the entire game. Finding it in a star code is supposed to be a very rare occurrence where you only get like one of them per playthrough, unless you do some very extensive chip grinding. As you can see here, that is not the case. As you can see, we just got 2 of them for free. Well, not free, but for cheap. Invis, how that cannon gave us invulnerability for 5 seconds, Invis does the exact same thing, except for a little bit longer. Basically, the duration of a single turn, you are just incapable of being hit, except by electric attacks. Which is not great. Hold on. Being contacted. You know what? I think now is a good a time as any to end this for right now, because 49 minutes ain't bad. God, this is gonna be a big fat video file, huh? God. Yeah, no, I'm being called away for game dev purposes. Alright. Well, I will probably start streaming again once that's taken care of, hopefully in less than an hour, but we'll see. See you then.